Hello class, today I am going to teach about the subject Money and Banking class 12, chapter 2nd and it part 5th. In this video we will discuss about the topic limitation of credit creation. There are following limitation of credit creation which are as follows. First is volume of money in circulation. Primary deposit and volume of credit are very closely related. If supply of money in circulation increase, volume of credit would be increased because a very important reason of increase in deposit is increase in the volume and supply of money in circulation. We can understand the first point is people deposit money into the bank. When the more people are deposit money into the bank, then bank create more credit because bank have more huge amount with huge deposited amount, and then bank create more credit in form of loan, in form of other. Then more credit are create, then more supply of money in market. When people take loan, then these amount are the loan amount are expand in market. It means more supply of money in market. Similarly, if the volume of money in circulation is reduced, primary deposit will also be reduced and consequently volume of credit will also be decreased. I hope you can understand this point very well. Second point is the cash reserve ratio. It is compulsory for each bank to deposit a certain portion of their deposit into the bank, into central bank of the country, and cash reserve ratio is adopted as a measure of credit control. Whenever additional credit creation is required, cash reserve ratio is reduced by central bank, whereby the credit creation capacity of the bank is increased. We can understand this point. Two types of people are deposited their amount into the bank. First is an individual, second is a factory, and maybe factory or institutions. They deposit their amount into the bank, and bank in form of net demand, time liability. Net demand, that in form of saving account and current account. Time liabilities in form of fixed deposit. This saving account and current account, people can anytime withdraw amount from bank, but time liability, that is a fixed deposit. It is withdrawn by after fixed period. So these two types of deposited are these two types of deposited by individual and factories or institution to bank. Just like taking 10 crores, 10 crore for a particular period, bank have 10 crore rupees in through this deposit. Cash reserve ratio, then RBI fix a rate on the amount of this that is a NDTL. Through RBI take 4% from bank, and this is a compulsory for bank to deposit 4% of 100 crore. That is a 4 crore. 4 crores are deposited by bank to into the RBI. RBI, that is a central bank. And cash reserve ratio is in cash form or equivalent. No interest is given on 4 crore rupees, that is the 4%. This rate are fixed only by central bank. And low cash reserve, when the low amount central bank reduce this amount, that is 2%, that is a 2 crore. The bank have 98 crore, and this amount can be invest and can create credit and can increase the credit creation. When bank reduce it and the low CRR, that is a 2%, it is for very helpful for the bank, because bank can easily increase their credit creation. And bank increase when bank increase from 4% to 6%, then bank have only 96 crores, and this is, and bank note that no interest are paid by RBI on this amount. So it is not beneficial, but we can say that it can reduce the credit creation. The third point is a statutory liquidity ratio, SLR. Every commercial bank has to maintain a certain position of that deposit in form of cash as predetermined by the central bank to satisfy the demand of the depositor for cash. It may be in form of cash, gold, approved security, foreign currencies. Statutory liquidity ratio affect the credit creation capacity of the bank in the same way as it is affected by the changes in reserve cash reserve ratio. It means that SLR हर एक बैंक को एक ये अमाउंट जो है उसको मेंटेन करना पड़ता है, और दिस रेशियो इज फिक्स बाय RBI. इट मीन्स बैंक के पास इतना अमाउंट जो है वो एक लिक्विड फॉर्म में होना चाहिए, in form of liquid asset, that is a cash, gold, government securities, and this ratio is fixed by RBI, that is a statutory liquidity ratio. Bank has to maintain this ratio in form of liquid asset, and 21, it means NDTL, it means that 21 crore 50 lakh bank have in form of liquid asset and cash, gold, government securities. The fourth point is the condition of the trade and industries. Credit creation capacity of the bank is also affected by the condition of the trade and industries. In boom, industries have a greater opportunities for profitable investment. It means that कि क्रेडिट क्रिएशन कैपेसिटी किसी बैंक की उसके वो जो है किसी भी कंट्री किसी भी ट्रेड और इंडस्ट्रीज़ की कंडीशन के ऊपर भी डिपेंड करता है. जब किसी भी इंडस्ट्रीज़ की बूम की सिचुएशन है तो डैट हैव अ ग्रेटर अपॉर्चुनिटी टू फॉर प्रॉफिट, क्योंकि बूम की सिचुएशन अच्छी है, अच्छी सिचुएशन में इंडस्ट्रीज़ है जिससे कि वो उसके पास अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ बहुत ज़्यादा होती है प्रॉफिट्स की. और प्रॉफिट जब होता है तो वो इन्वेस्ट करेगी डिपॉजिट करेगी, तो बैंक के पास पैसा आएगा जिससे कि क्रेडिट क्रिएशन की भी अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ इंक्रीज होगी. ड्यूरिंग द डिप्रिसिएशन वेरी लिमिटेड अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ आर अवेलेबल फॉर प्रॉफिटेबल इन्वेस्टमेंट. अब जब इंडस्ट्रीज़ की सिचुएशन जो है वो गुड नहीं है, वो वेल नहीं है, तो उस सिचुएशन में क्या है कि उसके पास बहुत ही लिमिटेड अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ होगी कि वो पैसा इन्वेस्ट करे. फिर डिमांड फॉर द क्रेडिट इज़ रिड्यूस इन बैंक, तो क्रेडिट का जो डिमांड होगा बिजनेस में वो भी रिड्यूस हो जाएगा, तो क्रेडिट क्रिएशन कैपेसिटी ऑफ द बैंक इज़ एडवर्सली affected. I hope you can understand very well. You have any doubt in this point, you can ask me question. Thank you, class.